Adequate notice of this meeting was provided and published in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 27, 2023. Copies of the agenda were provided to the newspaper, posted on public bulletin boards and the Township website.
Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Here.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Here.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Here.
Councilman Menachino.
Here.
Councilwoman Travers.
Here.
Vice President Zapsik.
Here.
President DeYoung.
Here.
Thank you.
Everybody please rise for a salute to the flag, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. May I please have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the October 24th meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Is it the October 24th or the October 10th?
24.
I think it was the 24th.
Okay. You got it. Motion, who's
Yep,
second?
got it.
Got it?
Mhm.
Fantastic. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Menachino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes. Real quick announcement, we will be pulling the ordinance 5-1 on first reading, the bond ordinance acquisition, just to clarify a couple of things that we just want to make sure that we are absolutely certain on. Madam Clerk?
All matters listed under item consent agenda will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. If discussion is desired on any item, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
Thank you. Resolution 4-1.
Authorize amending 2023 capital budget. Do we still want to do that? Okay.
Yes. We can do that one. Councilman Menachino.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes amending the Township's 2023 capital budget to include the acquisition of properties for open space as recommended by the Brick Open Space Savers. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-2.
Authorize insertion of Chapter 159 Ocean County Health Department Municipal Alliance Grant 2023.
Council Vice President Zapsik.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the insertion of a grant in the amount of $21,773 from the Ocean County Health Department for the 2023 Municipal Alliance Grant. This grant supports the various programs offered by the Brick Municipal Alliance, also known as BMAC. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-3.
Authorize insertion of Chapter 159 U.S. Department of Health and Human Services 2023 Federal Award Community Project Funding.
Mayor Cree.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes the insertion of a grant in the amount of $197,344 from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Community Project Funding for the new Senior Services Dialysis Transportation. This grant will help offset the costs for 2 new buses, drivers, and medical aides to ride on the bus to provide assistance as needed, and we're very excited to have this coming to our township, so thank you.
Thank you. 4-4.
Authorize insertion of Chapter 159 New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection 2023 Stormwater Assistance Grant.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the insertion of a grant in the amount of $15,000 from the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection Bureau of Stormwater Permitting and Water Quality Management. If you're keeping track, that's the NJDEP-BSPWQM. The NJDEP is providing grant funds to modernize stormwater management systems, including feasibility studies for forming stormwater utilities and resilience planning for local governments to upgrade their stormwater programs to focus on strategies to better manage the impacts of stormwater. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-5.
Authorize receipt of bids fireworks exhibitions.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Thank you, Madam President. This resolution authorizes the receipt of bills for the township's annual fireworks exhibitions at Summerfest and Fall Fest. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-6.
Authorize award of contract and rebid snow removal services.
Councilwoman Travers.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the award of contract and rebid for snow removal services. Bid notices were mailed to 79 prospective bidders from our bidders list and 10 picked up bid packages. 4 bids were received and all are being awarded contracts this evening. Those contractors are Aspa Seal Manchester, Glenside Equipment Company Farmingdale, Marlin Construction Services Jackson, and Newgen Recycling Thames River. The township is re-advertising for these services in the hopes of securing additional snowplow contractors as needed for snow removal and winter maintenance on 1,762 township-owned streets for a total of 780 lane miles. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-7.
Authorize closeout change order number 1, 2021 roadway resurfacing contract, Point Pleasant Manor Phase 2.
Councilman Minikino.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes the closeout change order for Point Pleasant Manor roadway resurfacing contract with Earl Asphalt Company, Farmingdale. The change order reflects a contract decrease in the amount of $58,182.62 as a result of as-built quantities. Thank you.
4-8.
Authorize sale of surplus property, municipal online auction.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the sale of surplus property via a municipal online auction. The auction will begin on December 6th and remain live through 4 p.m. on December 13th. Items scheduled for auction include police vehicles and police equipment. As compensation for promoting and conducting the auction online, there is a 7% commission which will be subtracted from the final sale price. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-9.
49A is a performance bond release for Block 323.04, Lots 6 and 8.01 in the amount of $11,443.20. B is an inspection fund release for Block 382, Lot 1.02 in the amount of $52.43. C is an inspection fund release for Block 701, Lot 7 in the amount of $1,687.06.
Very good. 4-10.
10A is 100% DAV widow, a veteran deduction for Block 1192.02, Lot 31. And 10B is a tax exemption for Block 673, Lot 44.
Very good. Can I please have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council for the consent agenda. Close council. Open to public for questions on the consent agenda resolutions only. Yes.
Nan Carl, 18 Greenbrier Boulevard. For one, I'd like a little bit more information than you gave. It was very sparse. We're entitled to more than that. So if you will please give me more details of what the wording is that you're amending.
We are amending the capital budgets to include some acquisition of land. It's the bond ordinance that we are holding off, putting on first reading tonight.
And the land is where? What address?
The land is off Herbertsville Road, connecting to the sawmill track by Maple and 2nd and Herbertsville, right by the fire training center on the curve.
Thank you. And then there are several that you prefer not to give the address when it would be so easy. So all of the times that you have block and lot, which I don't speak, please give me the address that I would recognize the property at.
I do not have that right now.
You don't have that.
You can go online.
Oh, excuse me. I could go. How do you know I can go online? How do you know that I have the ability in any way, shape, or form?
Because you have said that you can go online before.
How can I go online if I don't have the technology in my home? And I'm not supposed to have to research this. I have been refused information in the past when I put in an Oprah asking for information, and the attorney said that was research. So how do I get it if you don't know it? It would be so simple to put a slash and then put the address that the property is known as. That's how it's done in other places. And in some places, they don't use block and lot at all, but they use an address. So I suggest that the next time you have an agenda you're planning, see that the address that the property is known as is put there. Also, Point Pleasant Manor. Where is that? Is that in Brick or Point Pleasant?
It's in Brick.
It's in Brick. Where is it?
What section is that in?
That's, yeah, because it's where I live. It's
Oh.
the President Street in between Route 88 and Route 70.
The President's Street? Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? Seeing none, close public roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Menachino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
Moving on to Bill Resolution Computer 2023.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Computer bill resolution in the amount of $14,981,147.43.
Very good. Can I please have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council, close council, open to public on the computer bill resolution only. Seeing none, close public roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Menachino.
Abstain Teamsters and yes to the rest.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Abstain Community Services, Inc., yes to the rest.
Thank you.
Thank you. 412 Bill Resolution Manual 2023.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Manual bill resolution in the amount of $1,881,609.34.
Thank you. Can I please have a motion and a second?
Motion. Second.
Very good. Open to council. Close council. Open to public for questions on the manual bill resolution only. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Menachino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
We are now moving on to ordinance on first reading. There is no public hearing on the first reading. 5-2.
An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending the Township Code of the Township of Brick, Section 288-40, to exclude vehicles over 4 tons from certain sections of Van Zyl Road.
Councilman Menachino.
Thank you. This ordinance supports the need to exclude trucks over 4 tons along Van Zyl Road between New Jersey's Route 70 and Burnt Tavern Road. The Police Department's Traffic Safety Bureau and the Ocean County Engineer's Office made the request to the NJDOT after investigating complaints from residents. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I please have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council. Close council. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Ambrosino.
Yes.
Councilman Menachino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Zapsik.
Yes.
President DeYoung.
Yes.
Thank you.
We are now moving on to public comment.
Please note that each person addressing the council during any section of the meeting during which public comment is permitted shall limit his or her remarks to 5 minutes pursuant to Brick Township Administrative Code, Section 2-33B.
Okay, we'll try this. Good? Yes? Okay. John Sluka, 950 Sylvia Court. I'll read my letter dated October 30th, 2023. Dear Mayor Crate, the Council President Heather Young, all Brick councilmen, councilwomen, and the workers of Brick and the residents. Okay. Our schools are filled with students with special needs. Our hospitals are filled with citizens with heart and lung ailments, and our cemeteries are filled with those seniors who suffered and died prematurely. The British Journal of Nursing, Volume 30, Number 16, concerning public health, free access, question why air pollution is an important issue for all nurses, and in fact, this should be an important issue for all of us. Few are aware that more than 7 million premature deaths are caused by air pollution every single year, according to WHO. The children and seniors are impacted by air pollution coming off the Garden State Parkway because of the New Jersey Turnpike Authority's Commissioner's poor decisions to destroy the landscape around the Garden State Parkway. Exposure to high levels of air pollution can affect us immediately, but even the seemingly low levels that we are all exposed to can, in the long term, damage our lungs, brains, and cardiovascular systems. From adverse birth outcomes such as low birth weights to diabetes, cognitive decline, and dementia, health effects can occur throughout our lives, reducing the quality of life and life expectancy. Children, pregnant women, and older people are at immediate risk to the illnesses. Evidence links long-term exposure to a health of childhood respiratory conditions, including increased susceptibility to infections, symptoms of asthma, and low lung functions. The New Jersey Turnpike Authority Commissioners have spent their energy protecting the profits of their benefactors, but isn't it time we all use all the tools, including legal means, to force them into corrective actions? Over time, the New Jersey Turnpike Authority has been told how they are harming the citizens who live near the expansion of the Garden State Parkway, but they care more for the money than they do for people. The New Jersey Turnpike Authority is harming our children and killing our seniors and making completely health life in Brick and Ocean County impossible. The residents of Evergreen Woods, Greenbrier, Birchwood, Cherrywood need your help. The students of Lanes Mill and Brick High need your help. The workers at the library and town hall need your help. Shouldn't we all demand action? Shouldn't the workers and residents of Brick and Ocean County step up and demand action be taken by our leaders? And shouldn't they all support actions to protect the lives of our citizens? It is time that these are not so affluent areas of this town, which are most impacted, that we don't take action. The Board of Education meeting is this Tuesday, by the way, coming up, which wouldn't it be great if the council members and the mayors showed up and joined the Board of Ed in supporting our children, and in fact, all our citizens? In fact, wouldn't it be great if all our citizens showed up to support all our students and all our people and our seniors, including our seniors? Thanks for your time. I yield back a minute 40.
Yes.
Nan Carl, 18 Greenbrier Boulevard. As I've said at several previous meetings now, I will continue, and I will continue it as long as I have an unresponsive council that thinks they know better than the people and they don't want our information. So I'll do what I call a stream of consciousness. Let's start with the fact that I know I went to school a long time ago, but it was my understanding that all elected officials, all people that were paid by taxpayer money to be employed and get benefits that many in the past didn't get, are public servants. But this council in particular does not act like a public servant. You don't elicit any information from us. You don't follow up on anything we say and ask for. It is a disgrace. And that said, I'm going to go into one of my pet peeves, the lack of sufficient lighting on our roadways, on our sidewalks. There was supposed to be walkable brick. Yeah, and in fact, before the current president had conducted a program about walkable streets at Civic Plaza, I engaged in 2 times that there were people from the county that came out and worked with townspeople, and we separated into groups. And there were 3 places that we checked out about how unwalkable they were. One was just up the block here, past the library. It included coming down to the library. And the timing on the lights, that was when they put up the fence, because 3 people got killed between the Ovation Way and Route 70. I believe that all 3 were in wheelchairs, which perhaps you don't know it, but if you ever were driving, especially a truck, you don't see the people in the wheelchairs that easily. So there was 3. And what was their solution? Was to put a hurricane fence to keep cars from skirting and not going as far as the crosswalk. Now, the people that are most affected by not being able to walk well have to walk a longer distance, and most of the people come from the 3 housing complexes on this side of Chambers Bridge. So it's ridiculous that nobody has ever done anything. Also, I'd like to call your attention to the fact that when it says that there is no questioning or information about a ordinance on first reading, doesn't mean you can't have it. When I first started coming here in 2001, there was a separate caucus meeting, and the agenda was exactly like the one for the following week when it was the open public meeting. And we thrashed everything out. That was why eventually it was determined that having thrashed it out at the caucus meeting, we would not have to go over it at the public meeting. And then they combined it into caucus/public. Nobody, I think, knows what a caucus meeting is. Certainly, the people don't get to know it. The street lighting is absolutely abominable. People have mentioned about, on the roads, which are considered county roads or state roads, that the council or this administration isn't responsible for. But what we are responsible is we pay that electric bill for those street lamps, whether it's supposedly under the direction of the administration or not. And as public servants who are going to be reactive to our needs and take matters in your hand, you could turn around and have some of these things moved into a joint situation and addressed separately. Have the state, the county, and the council address all of these problems. I will be turned with the help of God.
Thank you. Anybody else? Seeing none, close. You have to wait to be recognized, sir, just so.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right, couple quick questions. How many EVs are in the township fleet, if anyone can ask that?
I think you had to give your name for the record.
My name is Richie Campbell. I live in Brick. I'm not going to disclose my address because I don't think I have to. How many EVs are in the town fleet?
I believe there are 2.
That's not enough. Can you tell me what the purpose of those 2 EVs are?
The purpose of those 2 EVs is we're kind of using them as a pilot program to see how they work. Right now, they are doing our park security, and our park security go all around town, and it's a good little way to see and gauge how well that they'll navigate the streets and if charging and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So of the total, you only have 2. How many vehicles are in the town fleet? In excess of 100, I would say.
I would assume so. Yes.
Okay. So that's not enough. I think the town needs to expedite that and make further of that. And does the town have a law preventing vehicles that were manufactured from overseas, not manufactured here in the United States? Or so of the town fleet, do you have a clue how many are foreign made? Okay, because that's a national security concern, so I didn't know of that. But anyway, I'm gonna go into my thing. Congratulations, Mayor, on your victory. As a supporter who cast my vote in your favor, I'm fulfilled with hope for the future of our community under your leadership. I would like to take this opportunity to discuss an issue close to my heart and crucial for our township's progress, the modernization of our municipal equipment, with a focus on embracing EVs. For years, I've been a vocal advocate coming here, and only 2 EVs at this point is way behind the ball. Many police departments have adopted Teslas in their fleet, and the town needs to expedite that and take environmentalism seriously, especially coming from a majority Democrat, and this is coming from a conservative person. It is surprising that you're not taking the issue as serious. Many local law enforcement officers who I've had the honor of speaking with share this sentiment in investing in the safest vehicles, which are EVs, Teslas in specific. They've been highly rated as the safest vehicles in the world to use. The consensus is clear. By shifting to EVs, the township can significantly reduce the massive fuel expenses currently burdened on taxpayers, replacing them with more economical electricity costs. Furthermore, the necessity for modern and top-tier equipment for our police and township workers cannot be overstated. Tesla provides an affordable and efficient solution to equip our officers and townsmen and women with vehicles. In addition to vehicle upgrades, I strongly urge the council to look at what Atlantic City has done recently. They've put millions of dollars in made substantial investments into camera technology. This is what actually stops a lot of crime. As many people have seen, cameras are stopping the crime, not officers walking around as much today. So the township needs to make a strong investment in the technology around our community. Implementing AI and data collection tools can revolutionize how we prevent and solve crime. We all know that crime has been increasing in this community. This was once the safest city in America. It is no longer. And I want to thank everyone here for doing their part to make it worse. In today's era of smart devices, everybody has a smart device. Tech is getting cheaper and cheaper, and the township continues to use old ways of technology instead of modernizing. With that, I would recommend that the township live streams these events on Facebook for all residents to see, so there's nothing to hide. And just like you had prior Zoom meetings during the pandemic, that option should be available. I strongly consider the council to re-examine and bring Zoom call meetings for all residents in the community, especially those with disabilities, to come and partake in this, because our town is filled with seniors that can't be here today, and only the people who are vocal and care and who get ignored come out here. But the community should see firsthand every time. I know John Ducey started the live events, and you guys could learn from that. Show everybody, hey, this is what we're doing. This is how we're going to improve the community. We should work as one group. We should all be proud to be Brick residents. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And
Anybody
if
else?
anyone has any questions on EVs in the council, I'm very informed on this. I got my graduate degree in energy management. I drive an EV. I just don't see the effort being done enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll bring your concerns to our electric vehicle committee. Anybody else from public? I said we will bring his concerns to our electric vehicle committee.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Seeing none, we're closing public. Mrs. Bergen.
I have nothing further tonight, thanks.
Mayor Crate.
Thank you. I just want to start by briefly saying thank you to the our BRIC community for coming out and voting yesterday. I'm very appreciative and grateful and thankful that I was elected into this position, as were our 4 council seats were filled also for my team. So congratulations to Councilman Menachino and Councilwoman Travers and Councilman Derek Ambrosino, and also future Councilman Stephen Feynman. So thank you to the public. We are absolutely looking forward to working together to continue to make BRIC better. I have said it before and I'll say it again. I love this town. We love this town, and we are very much looking forward to working with the community to continue to make BRIC better. And I hope that you can see that as we move forward. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to continuing to serve our community. And then the only other thing that I have is Veterans Day. We have our ceremony this Saturday. It's on 11/11 at 11 a.m. right here in front of Town Hall. The community is welcome to come out and join with us and our veterans organizations to commemorate and celebrate that day together. So I hope to see some members of our public come out. It's a really nice ceremony and very worthwhile. And also, I believe before our next council meeting, we will be having our Thanksgiving market, which is the most fun market except for the first market. The first market's always really fun because we're all tired of winter and it's fun to go out in the spring. But the Thanksgiving market is really one of the best that we have. It's our regular vendors, but they offer a lot of items that can be purchased for the holidays as well. So that is taking place on November 18th, Saturday from 8:30 to 1:30. We have lucked out, I should knock on wood, that we've had great weather the last few years where we weren't freezing or being rained on, and I'm hoping that the same is for this year. I will be there shopping. Shop local. It's your first good shot here in Brick Township to do some holiday shopping, and I hope to see you there as well. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I am grateful that I've been elected into this position, and I look forward to serving you. And that's all I have for this evening.
Very good, thank you. Mr. Starkey.
I have nothing for tonight.
Fantastic.
Nothing, thank you.
Mrs. Murphy. Councilman.
I'd like to congratulate Mayor Crate and the rest of my friends on the council, Derek, Melissa, Vince, and Steve. Looking forward to working with you. That's all I got.
Thank you. Councilwoman Ponto.
Thank you, Madam President. I too want to congratulate from the bottom of my heart Mayor Lisa Crate on her election, as well as our fine council members. I also want to take a moment to relate how unbelievable that it is. In 2023, this election marks the first female elected to mayor in Brick. And as we sit here tonight, I think it's worth applause, yes.
I don't know why.
As we sit here tonight, Mayor Crate has done something that will hopefully continue to open doors for our young women. I look at my 2 daughters, ages 10 and 11, and I know that this step means that I can say to them unequivocally, yes, you can be whatever you want. And I also wanted to point out that we have a female majority on council in Brick. I think it speaks volumes as to the openness of our brick community and how we do not, as a town, look at people in any other way but who can best serve brick. And that's the way that it should be. So I did just want to bring those two things up. Last, I want to welcome our newest resident of Brick, my father, Papa Joe, Giuseppe Pontorero. Even though it's due to declining health, I am thrilled to have my father be able to participate in our fabulous senior activities, which no town can dare to compare. We have more activities and services for our seniors than any other town that I have researched. And my father is shocked at the myriad of options that our Senior Services Center offers. And with the opening of the new building, it gives peace of mind to know that finally our seniors have a place solely dedicated to their welfare and their care. So with that, again, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Ambrosino.
Councilman Ambrosino is going to always have to follow Councilwoman Pontorero. And it's a tough act to follow frequently. I'd actually just like to start by congratulating Mayor Crate. I think your win was monumental. I'm very proud to be serving on this town council and your administration and alongside of you. And I think it's a great thing for the town. I know that you'll continue to serve the town as faithfully as you have for the last 8+ years at this point. I'd also like to thank all of the folks in town that have gotten out and voted. No matter what your vote was, you exercised democracy. That is exactly what we espouse here on the town council, and that we hope everybody in town does. I'm proud to have been reelected and to be able to continue to serve this community, and I will take that job very seriously as I have done for the last year, and I am always proud to be from Brick. One of the things I did just want to add on a very serious note, it was raised here in the audience earlier today that some of our residents may not have access to the technology that we all take for granted. We've spoken a couple of times over the last month or so about the good work that is done in the public library system here in Ocean County and specifically here in Brick. And there's quite a few resources that anybody who needs the help with can go and take advantage of in our great public libraries right here in town. So keep that in mind. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilman Minikino.
Thank you. It's tough to follow that side of the dance, but I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
Councilwoman Travers.
I also just wanted to thank everybody for going out to vote and congratulate our mayor again for her win. It's huge, and the rest of us on council. I'm just very excited to move forward and continue working with this team. Thank you.
Council Vice President Zapsik.
Thank you, Council President. So the number's 3. But Councilman Minikino is correct. It's really tough to follow on this side of the dais, but I do want to congratulate my council colleagues, Derek, Melissa, Vince, and welcome Steve, just a seat warmer at this point. So look forward to being here on New Year's Day when you're sworn in. Lisa, I got nothing. We started out together, and it's been such an honor to serve with you, and I'm so happy it was you to be our first duly elected female mayor in Brick. Congratulations. That's it. More tears to follow.
It's hard following everybody, and then this one. Jeez. I also want to congratulate of course, the mayor. She certainly earned it. She worked her tail off, not just in campaign sense, but the job itself, the hours and the effort that she puts in is absolutely unbelievable. And I look forward to you keeping me very busy, hopefully, for the next few years. So It will, can't wait. I'm still tired and I'm gonna keep being tired, I'm sure. But also congratulate to my fellow council members, Vince Minichino, Derek Ambrosino, and Councilwoman Melissa Travers. Welcome, Steve. We look forward to having you up here. And just really continuing our work and just serving our residents. And I say that we're serving our residents, all residents. It doesn't matter what party affiliation, if you vote, you don't vote, anything. We are serving the public and making sure that we are listening to your input that you give us and continue to make our town better. I do have one request to all of the campaigns. Please pick up the yard signs on the side of the road. Campaigns are over. And please don't be petty and just pick up yours. Pick up the surrounding ones so that our DPW and the county guys don't have to go out and pick them all up. So we're picking up brick 1 yard sign at a time. With that, our next scheduled meeting is November 21st at 7 p.m. Can I please have a motion and a second to adjourn?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.